Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're all doing very well. This afternoon I'm going to be doing another movie review. This movie is a thriller from France, French language English subs, released in the year 2014, directed by Franck and this movie is called Mea Culpa. So Mea Culpa is about these two police officers. There is a tragic accident that results in one of the police officers being disgraced. He spends time in prison, and when he gets out he has moved on from his life, his old life. He is no longer the policeman, he's no longer with his wife and young son. He's taken up a job as security. So his ex-partner is still very much in his life. His ex-partner is looking after the family basically, while this guy is so far drawn into his own sense of trauma and despair. And then so one day this guy's young boy, he is with his mother and his mother's new love interest at this bullfighting event, and when the boy goes to the toilet he stumbles upon a crime scene. Now the crime scene, the culprits are these gangsters from the Balkans, and they want to kill this child because he is the only thing linking them to what's happened. So they're going to stop at nothing to exterminate the child and anyone who gets in the way, and so the security guard is going to have to revert back to his old life, team up with his friend in order to try and protect the ones that he loves. So whether or not he can do that and get over his own demons is something you're going to have to find out for yourself, because that's as far as I'm going with my synopsis. Now my thoughts on Mea Culpa. Fred Caballé is a very interesting director. Now he made films such as Anything for Her with Vincent Lindon, who is also in this film, and he also made another movie called Point Blank, which has Gilles Lelouch. I can't pronounce his name properly, but Gilles Lelouch, he's a very good actor as well. So it actually feels like these trio of actors and a director are actually friends, or they're very close and they actually like to work with each other. So this is another film where you've got Vincent Lindon, you've got Gilles Lelouch, who are actually in a Fred Caballé film. So I really liked Point Blank. I thought that was non-stop action. It really had me on the edge of my seat, and it didn't get bogged down in unnecessary material, but I really didn't like Anything for Her. I thought the remake starring Russell Crowe was a lot better because it actually felt like much more of an action film, and I thought Anything for Her, the original, was bogged down in character development that really halted the progression of what the film wanted to be, and unfortunately that is exactly what happens with Mea Culpa. I thought this movie had the grounds to be a very thrilling action film, but it's just not that thrilling, is because you've got these character developments that actually work. I thought, Vincent Lindon's character was very intriguing. He had a very troubled background. It shows you how your past can always catch up with you. And then you've got Gilles Lelouch, and you've got that dynamic within the friendships, and then you've got them trying to help their own family. And so it shows you the power of trauma. But I thought in this movie it didn't need that. It wasn't a character study. It would have been a lot better if it was just an action film, just like Point Blank. But it gets bogged down in stuff that really just weighs it down to a point where you feel as though it's really not as good as it really could have been. I thought the action sequences were very, very well done, but they're few and far between. So you're just waiting for the next action sequence to happen, and in the meantime what you get are these characters who aren't as interesting as the quality of the actors actually have. So they don't really have too much to play with, and that does dampen the experience quite considerably. And that's why I think Fred Caballé has a lot of talent as far as action is concerned, but he just doesn't. He feels like he needs to blossom out these characters, and that kind of defeats the purpose of having an action film. So this feels like much more of a drama with action elements in it, as opposed to something, as I said, of Point Blank, where it's non-stop action, really has on the edge of your seat. In this movie, it does have you on the edge of your seat during the action sequences, but when it stops, it allows you to catch your breath, and you're just waiting for the next one. And then sometimes, the next one might be a little bit longer than you want, and you can sense the frustration that really does get in the way of you actually enjoying the film. So I was very disappointed with this one. I thought the acting was good. I thought the script was good. Some of the action scenes were okay. I thought the ending was a little bit weak. But all in all, it's just a pedestrian film. And coming from a director who is as well known as this, and who has produced some pretty good films in the past, I wanted a lot more. I thought Mea Culpa, it just gets bogged down. It doesn't know exactly what it wants to be, and it comes across as a movie that doesn't really know. It's very indecisive, and that indecisive quality in the film really is noticeable, and you don't really know what to really feel about this film. So it's really not as good as the trailer would suggest, and as a result of that, I am not going to recommend Mea Culpa, and I'm going to give it 2.5 stars. Alright guys, that's it for my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching movies, and I'll see you later.